First of all, Mr. Hadidayi, we have to welcome you to Kavala.
Thank you. It's always great to be back.
You have a great team here.
I do. Kavala is, I think, is one of the nicest cities you could ever go to. You got sea, you got beautiful weather, you got mountains, good people, great food.
A year ago, we discussed about the potentials of Kavala have, and so as to be a developed city. A year later, how would you describe the Kavala in this sector?
I think Kavala has got the potential to be an amazing place for business, for tourism. People are nice. Geography is great. You're by the sea. Unfortunately, I think government's got to do more. I think the federal government has forgotten about northern Greece. They really focus on Athens. I think they should do more for Kavala. I think the mayor of Kavala is a nice man, but he's got to do more. And, there's problems like traffic and other issues, but there's a lot of good things here too.
They give based on the big cities, I think, the politicians, and not in the smallest cities. But I think that the smaller cities have more potentials to give.
100%. I think, if government introduced policies like, the Golden Visa program that, for example, exists, that said, hey, you could only build brand new homes in the cities and you get a golden visa as long as you buy a new home, like the way we do in Hamptons, Greece. This would create jobs. This would create new homes, new economies, and will bring good and rich people to Kavala or to Drama or to Volos or other cities that they need, But they made the golden visa for the entire country, which in my opinion was a mistake. The golden visa should have been for smaller cities to get them grow and get them developed.
Exactly. We know that you're running the project in Thessaloniki, a city that has a lot of benefits for the entrepreneurs and for the investors, as it's the second largest city in this country. I would like a comment about this project.
Yeah, we just bought this property. We're going to launch it in the next couple of months. I love Thessaloniki. I love northern Greece. I think is a very well kept secret. Everybody talks about Athens. Everybody talks about Mykonos or Santorini. But, Tassos, Kavala, Drama, Leftroupoli even, Skatos Islands, one of my favorites. There's a lot of potential for the rest of the Greece. And I think people eventually going to see that. But we're looking forward to being the first one who captions that and actually focuses on that area.
What are your plans about that?
We just bought a large property project and we're looking to buy more. We're in discussions. And I'm hoping in the next 2 to 4 months, we'll buy 3 more big real estate properties and continue developing them.
Let's talk about something else, as we know that you are a football lover. We've seen we've seen the love you have for Kavala. The team, our Kavala, fought to stay in Super League 2, and they made it. Did you believe that this will happen, and how would you think that all this will develop?
I actually did. Kavala was my first experience owning a football team. It's hard for you to get over your first love, So even though I'm not part of Kavala and I got a team in Poland now, I do care about Kavala. And that's why for the last 3 years, I've been the #1 supporter, financially supporting them. I met the new owner, I met the previous owner, both of them very good guys. And Takis, I think he does a great job. He loves the team. And talking to him and see how much love and passion he had, I really truly believe that they would stay in this league. I think they got the potential to go to Super League 1, but they're going to need help. The local businesses, they need to help them. Fans got to go to, watch the games. You go social media, 300, 400 people write comments, but only 200 people show up. So they got to do more. And government's got to do more. Mayor's got to do more. That stadium, nobody's touched it for 50 years. They need to do something. They need to spend money for the teams.
although we have two teams in Super League 2, Nestos in Calciopoli and our Kavala, do you think this is important for this team in here?
I think that's a great news. And I think both teams could survive and compete. But again, local businesses, they need to support them. They need to give more. You know, being a business is not about money. It should also be about supporting your local community.
Mhm.
I am new to Greece, but I support the football team because it's my responsibility, because I do business here. I think more Greek businesses, they could have to do the same thing. And the fans need to go, you know. There's a great place to take your children, great place to take your families, 1, 2, 3 games a year. And if everybody did that, you'll have a filled stadium.
Well, we may no longer have you in our Kavala, but you are now part of a football team in Poland.
Yeah, Pogon, great team, you know. It's been a great experience. You know, Poland has lots of similarities with Greece. Very good people, family-oriented, very, very hardworking people, decent. The stadium's not like Greece. They're unbelievable, brand new stadiums. Local fans support the teams. They're very passionate. In Greece, you only see 4 teams getting supporters, like AEK and Panathinaikos and Olympiacos. But in Poland, every team gets local support from the fans. My team plays in a small town of 500,000 people, same size of Thessaloniki, but every match we have 20,000 people. This stadium is 250 million. The stadium, that is the local mayor and the government did a great job building it, and is the pride of the city. You know, we have events there, we have programs there, and that's why Poland's football is growing. And I love to see that also in Greece someday.
They give emphasis to sports there.
They do. They do a great, great job. You know, when I was in Kavala, dealing with government was very difficult, you know. And, you know, time goes by, you get over it. And now I'm friend with them, with the mayor and everybody else. But my experience with the Polish government so far has been great. They've been very supportive, from Football Federation, from everyone. I feel very fortunate to be in Poland.
Let's talk about if you compare the two teams, our Kavala and the one football team in Poland, which do you think that has better qualities of them? And if there's something, in your opinion always, and what our Kavala can steal from the football team in Poland to get a better system?
I think you can't really compare them, you know, because like comparing, you know, AUK with PAOK, you know, we have an academy with Pogon that's got 1,400 players playing our academy children. We have 8 soccer fields, football fields for our academies. For our Kavala, we didn't even have one, you know. We have buildings that for classrooms, we have, you know, catering, we have food. There's so much, you really cannot compare. I think AUK, it just is a great team with a good history, but deserves the support of the government, and they're not getting support from anyone.
Maybe we can improve the stadium as a first place.
100%. I think, you know, government of, if I was Greek government, I would learn from Poland, I would learn from Turkey and other places, build 8 to 10 new stadiums, you know, across Greece. They don't need to be big stadiums. They could be for 8,000, 10,000, 15,000 people. So this way you could do corporate events, you could do, you know, cultural events, you could do concerts, and you could have professional teams playing in them. If you did that, it would be good for Kavala, it would be good for Drama, it would be good for Zanti, for Volos, for many, many other great small cities. You know, Greece is not just Athens and Thessaloniki. Greece has 15 to 20 small cities, you know, that are great, that deserve to be loved.
And they have potentials too.
Great potentials.
In a general place, if you had one wish about Kavala, what ways will it will be?
For them to get local support and a new stadium, actually. They deserve that is the brand new stadium, not the 50-year-old stadium that doesn't have hot water or locker rooms or even a proper field.
Mhm. As you know, Kavala isn't about only the sports. And your opinion, I think that is really important because you have traveled to the whole world and you have knowledge about that. We have tourists, we have everything you can find here. And I think that we can develop everything here in Kavala. Do you agree with that?
Yes and no. I think you need jobs that are not just tourism. I think Greek governments and everybody focuses too much on tourism, and you creating jobs for tourism, with hotels and everything. I think they need to do a better job to create manufacturing, IT jobs, technology jobs, because if you go to Kavala, not many young people are there. The minute you turn 18, for university, for colleges, you go to bigger cities, Thessaloniki or Athens, and lots of young people are leaving Greece, going overseas for opportunities. I would love for the local governments and federal governments to create programs that bring in technology here, and that you have software developers, you have technology, you have startups, that people could start businesses in different cities, create jobs and grow, the Greek economy. Greece is one of the greatest countries in the world. Greek people are very good people, passionate, loving, caring, family-oriented. And I think the young Greek men and women, they deserve support from the government. And I don't think they're getting it.
I will ask you something because you are a man that have increased year by year and you are an investor. So what would you give us as a hope for new people that are starting to build their own businesses, because economy here in Greece isn't that good?
I think to do business in Greece is very difficult. Dealing with governments, there's lots of red tapes, lots of taxes. Banking is difficult. I think Greece has the toughest banking in the world. I think the government, for you to do, the laws change. You buy a property, and in 1 year, the laws change 3 times on what you could build, what you cannot build. I think as a country, Greece needs to look at developing countries like Germany, like even Turkey, other places, what they've done well, why their population is growing, why, they've been successful. Take a look at Poland, for example, has become center of IT, center of AI. Unemployment rates are low, and GDP is doing really, really well. I think that's what, in my opinion, government's got to do, and to support the Greek people.
We would like to thank you very much.
Thank you.